Hey guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, layoffs in Indian IT has been going on for some time. You might have seen various articles, interviews, etc. about it, and you must have seen the impact it is creating on the lives of people. But today in this video, I'm gonna tell you that this is not something that we could not predict before. Why Indian IT has reached to this stage and what can be done and why it all happened. So you need to bear with me. I'm going to give you some walkthrough about this with my 18 years of extensive experience in IT. I started my career in Indian IT and then I came out of India, worked for various organizations like various domains. I have seen mass recruitments. I have been part of mass recruitments where I have conducted interviews too. I have seen mass layoffs too. I have seen regular layoffs. I have seen forced layoffs. Everything I have seen in my entire career. So I'm going to give you some background, like when I saw the way IT grew up and I saw how people were absorbed to them. Everything I'll tell you. So this video could be long, but make sure you watch it till. So today's new kids may not realize, but it was year 98, 99, means late 90s. We did not have mobile phones. We did have televisions and cable TV was picking up. Most of the families in India were moving away from Doordarshan to cable TV with lot of new channels coming every day, and landline was expanding. That was the time when landline phones were expanding. Almost every house was buying to them. Okay. Now, some events in your life you remember, and that defines the future. And one of those was Y2K. If you do some Google and all, you know what this problem was, and whole world was scared about this coming problem back in 2000. That was a milestone for Indian IT industry because Indian IT workers found out solutions for it and made the whole world out of this problem. Okay. So this was the time when internet speed was also increasing. Internet was changing the lives. I mean, internet revolution was coming. More and more organizations were going to online mode with their websites. Things were becoming smarter. Audio cassettes were being replaced by CDs, which can be run on a computer. USBs were still not developed. I'm talking about very early 2000 that I had seen in my childhood. That's why some of you may find it nostalgic, some of you may find it shocking, but I'm telling you how things have changed and how it had shaped the IT industry. So during those days, we used to watch about increasing share prices of companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and some other companies. And in news, we used to hear that IT has tremendous potential, especially after Y2K, where entire world saw India as a place where they can get enormous, cheap, reliable, trustworthy, and potential workforce. That's the reality. Every word I said is calculated. So that was the moment when things were really shaping the IT industry. And because of this high demand, that was the time when educational institutions also started mushrooming in early 2000s. Okay. While it was like a rare opportunity, or not rare, but yeah, a difficult opportunity for someone to become a BTech engineer or BE engineer, the way the colleges mushroomed, they knew that these guys who are coming out would be absorbed in the IT industry because internet was developing. All organization, they wanted to move to online mode from offline to online because they know the way they go online with the higher internet speed, they can connect among people, and that's going to proliferate their business. And during those days, it was like too much of requirement. Anyone who could do good in computers was getting a job. Like when I passed out in 2008, I used to see like mass recruitments. Hundreds of students used to get hired. Hundreds of engineering graduates used to get hired. Not just from one college, across India, like hiring numbers were going up and up. Okay. Of course, there were some breaks applied during 2008 recession. That bad time also I have seen. But anyway, so the reason was, this was the time when global organizations were building their applications using some products provided by product based companies. So here you need to distinguish between two things: what is product and based company and what is service based company. For example, Microsoft is a product based company because it has various products. For example, Office 365, if you are going for online products, or offline, like you can say SharePoint server. And service based companies, those who are going to use these products and provide services to the clients. Okay, so let's say there's an organization in USA, organization A, that want to leverage these products. So in order to leverage these products for their productivity, instead of hiring in USA, what they started, that they hiring or they started outsourcing this IT division to Indian IT companies who would have a team sitting in somewhere in India who can actually operate on these products and provide services, be it product support, be it development, testing, whatever. I have worked in production support, and I have like spent nights also at offices, weekends also I have spent. There has been a lot of history. Some other day I'll tell you. So guys, that's where they needed people. Okay. At that time, like in late 2000, I would say, things were rapidly developing. Rapidly. And some other technologies like Oracle and all, like Microsoft, just I said an example. But for other products too, this was the reality. Down the line, when with the development, like everything goes like a circle, you can say. With the development, with the increase in production, the demands were shooting up. But of course, there were crashes. Like early in 2008, we saw global recession. They had to scale down. But with these technologies, whatever we had then, it was not possible to scale down so easily. Even scale up, scale down, it's not a process. So that was the moment another concept was introduced or was getting popular. That was cloud computing. That instead of of course, it has various things like platform as a service, software as a service. I mean, instead of doing everything on your own, inside your premises, inside your data center, setting up everything, leverage the cloud. Like you have a product provider, let them host your data center, so that you don't worry about managing resources, electricity, internet, networking, nothing. Don't worry about it, just pay them. So this is also a kind of outsourcing, I would say. But this helped businesses to deal with this. Okay, so basically the growth was too much that a new model surfaced, which was called cloud computing. But still, now IT is to solve problems. IT is to increase efficiency. So when you say increase efficiency, one of the terms that is used is automation. So IT programmers, developers were encouraged to automate more and more tasks, and that increased profitability or utilization of not only their client partners, but they were encouraged to automate their own tasks so that human resources required to manage could be minimized or could be uh, reduced in simple terms, I would say. For example, let me tell you, I have worked in situations where like a lot of manual tasks we used to do on servers, like on premises servers, somebody like some of my team members had to log in every day, delete the logs, then we had to apply the patches, all these things. But with advancement of new technologies, PowerShell and all, things started getting automated. Like you write down a script, you write down something and automate this task so that we can reduce human interaction. So basically it was encouraged or it was channeled in a way that IT people started reducing the jobs of IT people. That's the reality. Not that no one else will tell you, but I have seen this happening. And yep, we saw this happening, that IT people itself started automating their own tasks. And it did not stop just at those simple admin tasks. It went far beyond. Far. And that's where AI got its stronghold. Nowadays, we see AI can even program, it can write programs. So an IT company does not need a junior developer anymore because AI can do it. A senior developer can sit and write and sit and review the program. Of course, there's no guarantee that whatever comes out is going to be 100% accurate. We have chatbots, right? You have a product based inquiry, you raise it. There's hardly any possibility that you would get any human to respond, at least in the first attempt. Not possible in most of scenarios. You'll be chatting with a bot, okay? Because the bot knows how to respond. Of course, in certain circumstances, only a human interaction. But that's why we're seeing the layoffs in customer service. Now it can do. That's a sad reality. I've seen this happening. So, yeah. Anyway, coming back to the topic, I'll try to hide my emotions, but sometimes I'm emotional when I become nostalgic, especially. Ever since then, we have seen too much of reductions in jobs in various sectors. But anyway, with this automation picking up, coupled with AI, it's like a double hammer hit to all the industries. Now, because AI, like when I was taught computers for the very first time, I remember I was in grade 8, standard 8 or grade 8, whatever you say. So in the first hour itself, we were taught that by our teacher that computer does not have its own brain. Okay. But that's not true anymore. With AI can learn. Machine learning, it can learn. So when machine learns, it never forgets. If I make you learn something, anything like a poem, maybe 10 days later, if I ask, you may forget a portion of it. But do you really think machine is going to forget? No, it's not. It's not going to forget. And it's going to learn much faster than you. It's going to take the decision. It's going to analyze. It's going to give you the outcome. They just need reviewers nowadays. And it's impacting the lives of the people. So that's how it is. So now you understood how things got changed up, starting from absolutely nothing to cloud computing to automation to AI, and all these things are interlinked. And future is going to be AI, guys. They don't need so many workers anymore. Of course, they don't need someone to chat, like they don't need a big call center full of employees whose job is to chat with the customers. No, not anymore. AI can do that. Yes, but few that cannot be solved by them, or few that requires human, that will come to human. So there will be some humans. Similarly, they don't need a team of like 100 associates to work on support tickets. No, not anymore. Because most of these are automated. Just one click can fix everything. There are like self-correction methods available nowadays, I have seen. So the way the world is rapidly evolving. So you have to evolve also, guys. That's what I'll say at the end. If you are in IT, or if you are gonna join IT, you have to evolve yourself. Just don't go by traditional languages, traditional methods. You have to evolve. You have to learn the newer technologies, newer uh, languages. Then only you can sustain. Life is gonna be difficult from here. It's not gonna be easy. I'll be honest to you guys. Now, in some other video, I'll describe my campus placement story. Okay. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe to the channel.